It's Janet here, the Director of Maker Experiences at Washington Leadership Academy, and you all should have received a very special package from me in the mail, hopefully very recently. This contains all the ingredients for a robot dance party. I'm going to take us through the opening of our kits to share with you what is inside and what we do next. Anybody with young kiddos or pets around, please be very mindful of your use of the batteries and the little things that are inside the plastic bag. You don't want to leave those things sitting out. With these things, I would love for you to start just kind of setting your pieces out, start thinking about what your robot name is going to be, what's their personality like, what are their preferred pronouns. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that we're going to have to get into, and we're going to get to know our little robots as this progresses. But the magic that makes our robots tick and dance is run by this little coin cell battery right here, the CR2032, which if you've met me before, you'll know is my very favorite kind of coin cell battery. And as I said, one side is very flat, one side has textures and bumps on it. The flat side is positive, the bumpy side is negative. And that correlates to those long and short legs of our LED. So if you haven't played around with LEDs before, they're really, really fun. And you can get them to work for you just by simply connecting them directly to your battery, just like this. Some of you have a few different LEDs in your kits, and you can hook multiple ones up to a battery at the same time. However, if they are different colors, sometimes that will cause the behavior of the LEDs to function differently, and that has to do with the amount of energy that the different diodes require. So different wavelengths require different amounts of voltage to pass through them in order to turn on, right? So everything in the world of electricity follows the path of least resistance, and this is a great demonstration of that. You'll notice that there are two different leads, a red and a blue lead on these motors. You can hook them up to either side of that battery, and as soon as you make contact, you're going to notice that your motor starts dancing. So if I set that on my table here, I can start to hear that and see what that looks like. So there's some pretty cool, fun stuff going on. Don't let this alarm you or a nearby cat. Just be mindful that that's going to start moving as soon as you make successful contact with your battery. You're going to connect that and use that washi tape. This is really important that you get your washi tape to securely hold down those exposed metal leads. This is kind of a fun thing to just simply set out and see what it wants to tell you. I'm going to disconnect it now because I know how it wants to behave, and I'm going to set it aside, and we'll incorporate that into the design in just a minute. The reason that it vibrates is that it has this spinning part right up on top that when these leads connect to your battery, the motor spins around, and it is an imbalanced weight. So it's got an eccentricity on it, and that's the reason that it vibrates. If anybody wants to have a spinning like sign or flag that your robot is proudly identifying with, that is awesome. You just want to make sure that you don't get the tape or whatever your flag is to connect directly to the shaft of the motor. Otherwise, that'll restrict the movement. I mounted my motor to a piece of cardboard here. With the washi tape, I ran the leads through the holes on the cardboard. I'm going to connect this to a battery, and I'm going to tuck it inside of my robot body. Once you have this spinning, or in my case, I've got my robot doing a little dance move that I'm pretty stoked about, I'm going to tuck those wires and that battery to the inside of my little body bot body right here, and we're going to just see what it wants to do. If we were all together in person, this is where I would challenge you to have your robot interact and dance with your neighbor's robot.